Hello, Warriors. Dollar is sick and weak again today. This is going to be a real long video because I can't recommend anything new. What we did last week was important. Our last sale, and we've been bearish since 110, 109, but prepped you last week for if the market tried to take you out. We recommitted up here at 99 and a half, so it's over 100 here. Uh, you know, you never go broke taking profits, but my updated count is going to take Dixie even lower. So you have 98.27 um, to the high. You could call it 101.50. Let's look at the daily. And then you could see why I'm pointing lower than 96. Doesn't rule out counter trend rallies. We're not at new lows now, but once we take out these lows, you're talking about 97 and a half, 101 and a half. That's four. That could take you down towards 94 before it's over. I'm sure there's going to be a few zigzags in here, and that's going to raise the targets in euro to above 117. We start getting through this 115 level, 119 becomes viable. There was an add-on I put in the room in the Aussie that if it took out 4.5, it was an add-on and already took profits on half of it, rallied about 50 pips from there. I'd still be buying pullbacks in Aussie. Yen is still weak. I don't think that I still think that 140 area is well within reach. We were long euro from about the 113 level last week. That's a winner. So it's your discretion to take it or not. If you think there's going to be some type of recovery, like there could be recovery here in Canada. We are diverging a bit here in Canada, and this short was from up here, the 140. That was after being long from here to here on a counter trend rally and then reversing and getting short. I still stand by that 134 target. But sometimes it's a long and winding road and nothing goes straight down. So, nothing wrong with taking 300 pips on something at any time in the year, any trade, big trade from 140. I do also want to talk about what's happening in WTI. This was really an exercise in patience. It's certainly trying to break out over the 63 level. I think it will. We turned it back. This was a classic stop hunt. We took out all the longs that had their stops under the lows. I expect us to take out the shorts from the 64 level in the coming days or weeks. And I think that's about it that I want to talk about. So, we've been real right about the dollar. Right about some things in equities. I guess I could go the S&Ps. So I still think that there's a possibility, maybe we get one more high, but that we get pulled back towards this 57 level in the days ahead. So that's the way that looks to me. I'm sure the gold shares are actually exploding, and they are. Let's see, are we at new highs? We're not at new highs in Newmont. Should get there. GDX, we are. Everything's flying. So this is something that I missed. So I'll just have, so what do I do right now? I'm going to say words that people are choke on. I don't know. I will know, but right now I don't know. We'll see what kind of follow through this rally has. But the key thing that we're really been on the right side in the dollar for a good percentage of the time, going back to here at the beginning of the tariff stuff. So we've been there for most of this. And now we're in the eighth inning, ninth inning of this decline. Sometimes that's when it comes the fastest. But, I don't want you guys to let profits slip away. I talk about probe and then partials and then protect the remainder. it's always great to be in that position. So that's a wrap for me today, everyone. I can't tell you to sell the dollar here. I can't tell you to buy it here. So the best course of action is take partial profits, tighten up your stops, tighten up all your stops if you want to ride it to targets around 95 to 94, because anything and everything can happen in these markets. So you always have to have some fail safe in there. And now you're in the uh, real ideal position that if the market moves against you now, you're not risking principal, you're only risking profits. So remember, don't just count your pips, count your blessings. I'll see you for Turnaround Tuesday. On Thursday, I'm going to be talking to the Pivot King, Steve Marcantonio. It's a favorite of his followers and mine. Last time we were talking about the long side of gold, probably 4 or 5 months ago. Mainly, everyone hated the gold shares. So we'll get together with Steve on Thursday. Good luck. Let me just take a look at a couple of the mags before I let you go. Also, this was something that was talked about on Twitter. You got to follow me here. I called this failing rally up here in Twitter last week, along with the S&Ps. Looks like it could trade under 100 here in the coming days. So let's see. Let's see what NVIDIA, which is really like Bitcoin, kind of a vehicle that reflects risk appetite. So here's NVIDIA. It's up a little bit here. And I may have, well, it looks like I did. I may have covered my um, Uber shorts early. If I get any kind of rally back towards 87, 89, I'll put them back on. They were doubles. When I was buying them, it was up here, but still pretty negative action there in Uber. And this could still be some type of top where this was FOMO on the NVIDIA earnings and they're underwater. So I'll see everyone in the room. You have to go into the room because that's where Mike and I post, and you can just go in there and see what I was advising people to do. And as far as the nat gas trade, it took off with oil. So we'll see what happens here. So you come in here, here's a lot of Mike's posts on individual stocks, and you could see he posts a lot. And take a look at my stuff somewhere here. There you see, there's a WTI chart and things I've been talking about. And, there's a CAD short plus 292, Euro long plus 100. Anyway, enough of me taking victory laps. Enjoy your profits. You know what you should do with your profits? Take some money out of your account because when it's in there, it's just like chips in Vegas. It doesn't have the same meaning. Pull some equity out of your account and use it. Um, use it to reward yourself and your family so that the profits seem tangible to you and you know what you're working for instead of just a ledger and a balance sheet.